will be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He understands just how important this game is, but he's tried to take that pressure off of his players. He said, it's us. We just have to focus one play at a time and doing your job every down. He understands this environment will be a challenge, but he believes they will have the better composure and poise to compete here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, that the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he's brought down after a short gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll run him again. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Got it behind the line. It's Phillips. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Bowen. They would not let him get close. Stopped snapped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right in midfield.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Defense all over it.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Singleton. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Pryor. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's, it's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Jones to throw. Right side, it's Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And it's right down the boulevard. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Pulls it in with one hand. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Handoff for Frazier. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter's going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage unit all over him. Stopped immediately. Ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback snake. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. and we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
3rd and long coming up. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Intercepted. Got it off the tip. Turning it on. Inside the 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Straight ahead, it's Pryor. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Throws for the tight end. Lucky to get it off.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. On the return, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to...
It's a seam wide open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Right back to it. They put the brakes on it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He caught it! Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. Fourth and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go for it.
On the snap, it's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Lost to throw on first. And wings it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. I just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rush right in his face. He's going to take off. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Lost to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the back. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Breaks into the open.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football, great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Misses badly on that one.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They're all over him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's ball. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
First play of this drive. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Handoff, Frazier running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He slings it deep to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with North Dakota State taking on the Texas State Bobcats. And it's the away squad engaging in...
Oh, what vision! There he goes! Open it up! They won't get him! It's a touchdown! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Frazier again. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Looking for a gap. It's Pryor. Swapped immediately.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Out wide right, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Didn't exactly flip the field, but they'll down it just outside the 40. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Breaks the tackle.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a success.
But he's got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From deep, it's Abrams. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. It's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Sloppy execution the last time they had it, David. Wound up with a scoop and score, but they just can't let it unravel.
And those stink.
He lets it fly. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. To throw, it's Stockton. Going long. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. On play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
There was no question on that third down where the quarterback was going. It was going to be a big play. He had the matchup he wanted. Fantastic route. Great separation. Looks the football in. It's a big explosive play for the offense now, setting him up in the red zone. They're looking to add to their lead.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll give it to Ball. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Mays. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. The give on fourth. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here late.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They makes the grab in their space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Rid of it on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Turns it upfield. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Dumps it to the back. The short hands, it's Phillips. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Quick catch. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to get the corner. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the first.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. There he goes. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Trying to run, it's Frazier. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, great understanding by this defense. Sitting on the short route, a little hitch route. You know it's third down and short. If they pass the football, it's coming out quick, and they weren't fooled.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it?
Makes a grab and room to run. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Left side. That's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on 1st down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Extending the play. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. At the 30. Inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? After this, it'll be a wrap. Handoff for Ball. Breaks into the open. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.